one, action!
Alright YouTube, this is the famous AR5. A lot of you guys have been requesting this video, so I'm going to do it. Now basically the AR5 is an Aston gearbox, made in Japan I think. Don't quote me on that. It's got twin synchros inside of there, exactly the same built as an R154. Same gearing sets, so to speak. It's so they're a very strong box. As you can see with my car, I have not broken it yet, which is pretty impressive. So what we're going to do to make this convert to a 3RZ is basically take this bell housing off, which I'm going to do right now, and then we're going to pull the slave out, and then we're going to cut a little bit off the input shaft, and then it's ready to put in. So let's roll the clip. So this is the 2TR bell housing, which is off an R series gearbox, which bolts straight to this. There's actually very little modification you have to do. This is a Rodeo, Colorado bell housing. Andrew's now joined us. Thank you, Andrew, for presenting yourself. Anyway, it's very basic. Originally I had two plates go on, the dowels come out. We're going to put the dowels in and we put it all back together. I'm going to put the dowels back in. So that's basically it. Excuse me. With the kit I sell, it basically contains the bell housing with it modified. Now you can run fork type if you want to run the fork type. Just let me know. I won't drill a hole in it to allow room for the centrifugal slave. Sorry. It is a tricky little setup, so I will guide you through it. I will help you through it. There's not that much involved. I do sell you the bolts as well that come with the belt for the bell housing, because they need to be about 15mm longer. You need to cut 15mm off the end of the shaft, so from the edge of the splines you need to cut measure out 15mm and then cut it off, and then chamfer the edges like you would have seen in the video, just so it goes in the bearing, in the spigot bearing a little bit easier. You will have to change your spigot bearing. It's a 32mm OD with a 15mm ID by 10mm thick. They're available at any bearing shop. You can pretty much buy them everywhere. Really easy to get your hands on. And that's about it. Now, the clutches that I've had good experience with, up to around 400 horsepower, 450 horsepower, you can use a MBD 063 B5. I'll put that up here. And basically, that clutch will handle up to around 450, 500 horse. Anything above that, you're gonna have to go twin plate, which is the one that I've installed. So previously, I can, if you want to get in touch with me, I can message you the part number, or you can see the video and you'll be able to see the part number on there. I'll try and put that link in the bottom down in the description, so you guys can check out that video as well, the twin plate install. That is one hell of a clutch. You will need to upgrade your clutch master as well. There is a fair bit of modification in that. Again, not the hardest job in the world, but it is tricky if you've never done it before. With the single plate clutch, you don't need to upgrade your clutch master. With the twin plate, you do, because you need more throw, and then you need backspace as well. So anyway, it's all in the other videos. I hope this is very helpful. If there's any other questions or anything you want answered, hit me in the comment section and I will get back to you as soon as I can. It's $450 for the bell housing and spacer kit with the bolts, and you also need a little connector that goes into the centrifugal slave if you go decide that way, which is easy to get your hands on. Pretty much most brake shops that sell them will have them, and he basically goes from the GM type or GM O-ring type to a nylon line. I think it's nylon. Might be Teflon. Anyway, you can go Teflon anyway. And then it clips into a M10 bubble flare. That's what it's called. Anyway, like I said, I hope this is helpful. I try to give you as much information as I could. This is purely for a 3RZ. You can put these boxes on a range of different engine combinations. I've seen them on 1UZs, I've seen them on 2Js. Now, I've had great success with it, and I'm sure other people will have too. So I hope that this was somewhat helpful, and yeah, I'll catch up with you guys all soon. Take care.